Per source, the Detroit Lions have brought in one of the top offensive linemen in this year's draft for a top 30 visit. This is huge. Let's talk about why. Hi, I'm Mike Payton with A to Z Sports Detroit, and today we're going to talk about why the Lions bringing in North Dakota State offensive lineman Gray Zabel for a top 30 visit is huge. First off, per sources, we were told this week that Zabel has been in to Detroit, has met with the Lions, had a top 30. That's a big deal for multiple reasons. The first one is obviously Kevin Zeitler is gone. He signed with the Tennessee Titans to go play around family. That's one of the biggest thing that is hard to fight against when it comes to contract negotiations. A guy wants to go play by his family, he wants to go be home. How do you fight that? You can't. The Lions need to replace him. That's going to be a huge undertaking because that was the one player that they really needed to retain in free agency. So you look at the offensive line now, and Christian Mahogany, who had a really good year last year, kind of stepped in for a few starts and took some time in for injuries, played really well. And I think that he's ready to start. I think the Lions think he's ready to start. But then there's Graham Glasgow, who had a really down year last year. He's getting a little bit older. What do you do there? Zabel is a guy who can immediately fix that problem. He could probably start in the NFL immediately. This guy also has a ton of versatility. He's played left tackle, left guard, right guard, could play center as well. He could do anything that you need him to do on that offensive line. And Hank Fraley's got to love that. That's a huge, huge get. So why is it big that he comes in for a top 30? Well, the Lions really take these top 30 visits seriously. Usually when they bring these guys in, these are the guys that they want to draft and sometimes will draft. Take last year's draft, for example. Terrion Arnold was in. Sione Vaki was in. Giovanni Manu came in for a visit. Nate Lynn, who was an undrafted rookie for the Lions, was in for a top 30. And Ennis Rakestraw also came in for a top 30. Like, this is something the Lions take very seriously. And when you see a guy like Gray Zabel, who could potentially be there at that 28th pick, come into Detroit, this is one that you need to keep your eye on for the rest of the month of March and through April. This could be the Lions' 28th pick right here. This is the one. And another little bonus here is that Tyler Roll, who is the Lions' new tight ends coach, he was Zabel's offensive coordinator at North Dakota State for 3 seasons. Loves the guy. Zabel loves him. There's already a connection there to the Lions. He's getting all the type of intel. He's giving Brad Holmes all the intel on this kid that you could possibly need. This is a big deal. This could be, I'll say it again. This could be the 28th pick for the Detroit Lions. We'll see what happens. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. We'll see you next time.